The day Bigfoot invented shampoo. One foggy morning in the backwoods of Oregon, a hiker named Donnie tripped over what he thought was a hairy log. Turns out, it wasn't a log at all. It was Bigfoot. Motion. When Bigfoot woke up, he scratched his head, sending a cloud of dandruff so thick it looked like it might snow. Donnie, trying to be polite, said, you ever think about haircare? Bigfoot, embarrassed, tried to smooth down his fur, but it was so greasy it looked like he dunked himself in a fryer at the county fair. Donnie pulled a half-empty travel-sized bottle of hotel shampoo from his backpack and offered it. Bigfoot sniffed it, sneezed, and then poured the entire thing on his head at once. Instantly, his fur fluffed up like a blow-dried poodle. And a beam of sunlight pierced the forest canopy to highlight his glossy mane. Birds circled above, chirping like they'd just seen a shampoo commercial. The problem? One bottle wasn't enough. Bigfoot needed gallons. So he stomped into town, marched straight into the local drugstore, and demanded more. The clerk fainted, but when she woke up, she had a brilliant idea. Bigfoot shampoo for hair that's legendary. Soon, Bigfoot was on TV, flipping his fur in slow motion, his face blurred to protect his identity. Sales skyrocketed. Lumberjacks bought it, hockey players bought it. Even poodles switched brands. And that's why, to this very day, when you see a bottle of shampoo with an oddly large footprint logo, you know exactly where it came from. After the roaring success of Bigfoot Shampoo, our furry entrepreneur realized he needed a flagship salon. And where better than the Himalayas, a place already famous for mystical beings, snowy peaks, and apparently creatures with fabulous hair potential. Bigfoot trekked across Asia, lugging barrels of his shampoo strapped to his back like kegs of root beer. Finally, he found the perfect spot, a cozy cave near a monastery, with a panoramic view of Mount Everest. He put up a hand-painted sign that read, Bigfoot's Himalayan Hair Haven, where Yeti meets beauty. Inside, the salon was decorated with pine cones, yak wool rugs, and mirrors carved from ice blocks, which melted every spring, requiring seasonal redecorating. The first customers were, naturally, the local Yetis. They had gone centuries without conditioner, and their fur looked like it had been tumble-dried by avalanches. With just a few sudsy washes of Bigfoot Shampoo, the Yetis walked out with silky manes so shiny that climbers mistook them for disco balls glinting on the slopes. Word spread quickly. Sherpas, monks, mountain goats, and even passing clouds, they like a good fluff, all lined up outside the cave salon. Soon, Bigfoot was offering premium services: avalanche blow dry, hair styled with warm wind from controlled mini avalanches, yak butter highlights, natural streaks for a glossy shine. The Sherpa Special, braids sturdy enough to hold climbing ropes. The salon became a cultural landmark. Mountaineers would descend bragging, not about reaching base camp, but about their fresh Yeti cut. And thus, in the heights of the Himalayas, the legend of Bigfoot went from mysterious forest dweller to the most fashionable hairdresser on Earth.
The Yeti versus Bigfoot, a frosty fashion feud. High in the snowy Himalayas, the Yeti stomped in circles, steaming with rage. His shaggy white fur bristled like frosted pine needles. He was not angry because the wind bit at his toes, or because the snow piled up to his eyebrows. No, the fury came from a faraway rival, Bigfoot. Bigfoot had been frolicking in the Himalayas, snapping selfies with mountain goats, and worse, parading around as though he owned the place. High in the snowy Himalayas, the Yeti stomped in circles, steaming with rage. His shaggy white fur bristled like frosted pine needles. He was not angry because the wind bit at his toes, or because the snow piled up to his eyebrows. No, the fury came from a faraway rival, Bigfoot. Bigfoot had been frolicking in the Himalayas, snapping selfies with mountain goats, and worse, parading around as though he owned the place. "There are no fashion laws here," Bigfoot boomed one day, galloping past in his shaggy brown coat. "I can frolic wherever I please." The Yeti nearly choked on his yak butter tea. "No fashion laws," he barked. "This is my territory, my runway of snow, my couture of icicles. He cannot just prance about in last season fur without consequence." So the Yeti plotted. He stitched together an enormous scarf from discarded Sherpa mittens, wrapped it around his neck, and declared himself the supreme style sovereign of the Himalayas. When Bigfoot returned, carrying a latte from Kathmandu and wearing mismatched boots, The Yeti stood tall. "Listen here, hairy interloper," the Yeti growled. "You may have your forests, your Pacific Northwest flannel, your cryptid coffee clubs, but here in the Himalayas, frolicking without style is forbidden." Bigfoot blinked. Bigfoot blinked. "Fashion laws? I thought it was just snow and snacks." The Yeti smirked. "Snow is style. Every flake is couture. Every avalanche is a runway show. And you are out of season." With that, the two beasts faced off. The Yeti, draped in snow pearls and glacier cape. Bigfoot in soggy plaid. Locals swore they heard echoes of their stomps and roars for days, reverberating off mountainsides like thunderous drumbeats. In the end, though, the feud softened. Bigfoot learned to accessorize with icicles, while the Yeti agreed to try plaid on casual Fridays. Together, they opened the world's first cryptid fashion council, ensuring that wherever fur giants roamed, there would always be rules for runway-worthy frolicking.